1 2 1 2, how do you do? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today I'm really excited to bring this mod tutorial for Stellarblade on PC, and it is called the Hongryeon boss skill mod. Now this mod will replace 4 of Eve's normal attacks and all of her beta and burst skills. Now instead of just showing you guys how to install this, I'm going to give you a nice little combat starter guide so you actually know how to use this thing. Forgive me, I did not plan this video the best. It's pretty much off the cuff. Just wanted to get this out there and show you guys what I learned in about 8 hours of gameplay, so I do apologize for that. Also, I will be running a full playthrough on YouTube streaming, so if you want to check that out, you can. But yeah, let me just show you guys how to install this mod. Alright, so pretty much you want to head over to the link in the description to get the mod. I will be listing all the mods I'm using here today. I'm also using the Cheat Happens trainer for Stellarblade. I'm running Infinite Burst and Beta Energy, obviously, so we can get the moves off. Alright, so all you need to do is one file. You just go in here and you want to hit manual download. You can check the video on Bilibili if you want to, but just go ahead, download it right here, and then you're going to place it in your mods folder. I will have the location on the screen right now, and these are all the mods I'm running. All right, so let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this mod. All right, so before we jump into combat, I'm going to show you guys what the attacks look like and how you pull them off. I am using a DualSense Edge controller for this tutorial. Now the first attack will be a retreat and a short multi-slice. You will have to press square 4 times, and on the 4th hit, she will do the move. So it's going to go something like this: 1 2 3, and then she jumps back. Boom. It's really quick, really short, does not do a lot of damage at all, so keep that in mind. It's more of a finesse, stylish type of attack. Now the next attack is going to be heavy attack 2. So pretty much you will hit triangle twice, and on the second press she'll do the move. So that'll go 1 2, and that's a double multi-slash. Now at the time of the recording of this video, this multi-slash will hit anything you can see on screen. So if you're like me and you want to aggro all the enemies and take them on at once, this is the move you do. As you can see, I got the big guy over there, I got a few small guys there. Actually, that's a medium-sized guy, but anything pretty much that you can see, this guy as well. I want to get them all in perspective here. Give me 1 second. So you do 2 heavies and you just wait and watch all of the enemies on screen get hit, including that guy and that guy. Pretty much cheese, you know, you can just stand here and just do this all day as they're far away. Yeah, just spam your heavy. Just do it all day, and also keep in mind you are not invincible. As you saw right there, I did get hit. And these moves are really unique and you need to learn how to use them. This is why I'm doing this tutorial. All right, we got the first 2 normal moves. The next 2 will be air attacks. So the first air attack is a light attack. Normally when you jump and you press square, she'll just do a slash, but instead she'll do this. Alright, so that's quite a lot, and you don't want to spam that, especially if you're fighting an enemy and they're mid combo, even if they're not mid combo, because that takes quite some time to all come out and you can't cancel it. At least I haven't found out how to cancel it. Maybe Gamebreaker God can find out. But if you do this, I don't know if you can try to probably just aim. I'm spamming aim right now. I would recommend doing it if the enemy is in a retribution state. So you just do this, boom, boom, boom. Because he's down, he can't move, he's kind of frozen, and then you can recover. For the next normal move, it's going to be a jumping heavy. So usually when Eve jumps and you hit heavy, she will do a downward kick, like a slash kick. Now that's going to be replaced with this. So it's actually not an air move, but the person who modded it just put it there. So you're going to jump, hit triangle, and she's going to land and do that. Again, I wouldn't recommend doing it unless the enemy is in a retribution state or they have low health or you've really knocked them down. What I like to do when an enemy is in retribution, I like to cheese a few hits and then I hit the retribution. So do this, jump, boom, boom, and then just all the while spam, right? So you get the retribution and a few extra hits to go. Alright, so moving on to our beta skills. Holding L1 and square, you will dash forward, attack one time, then do an air multi-slice, then teleport close to the enemy, and then multi-slice Virgil like sword slash. So that'll look something like this. Jump, 3 slashes, land, and a nice sheath for style points. You want to make sure you are as clear as possible before hitting these moves. They can be interrupted pretty easily. Alright, so the next one, L1 and triangle.
Let's go.
Little combo slice, a rush backward, and then a double multi-slash. So we're going to try it on this guy. And he's stunned, so I'm going to do it. Boom. This is on hard mode, so damage is a little light. I find this move is pretty good. It kind of stuns the enemy as well. So this one is a bit safer than the others, I would say. Alright, so the next beta replacement skill might be my second favorite. But it's a pretty fancy dash and slash. I'm just gonna do it, show you guys. One multi-slash, dash forward. What is that? 4 hits, dash back, boom. And then the little sword sheath, making it super goated. Alright, so I have turned my HUD back on so you guys see that I do take damage if you complete the move and the enemy is attacking simultaneously. It's not invincible, there's no iframe, so you have to be really careful when you do this. Alright, so let's hit the L1 and X, and then while this guy's attacking, just watch my health bar. See? The attack is successful, but you still get hit, and I don't like to get hit. Alright, so you want to pick your poison when you use these moves. Like right here, when the enemy is in that retribution state. Still kind of long, you still could get hit there. Alright, so you gotta be careful. Alright, onto the fourth beta skill. It is definitely my favorite. It's really simple, but if used correctly can be devastating. So holding L1 then hitting circle, she actually teleports behind the enemy and gives them a quick 1-2, really quick, really ninja like. So I like to troll the enemies. I'm just walking away. L1 circle, and look at that, just popped up behind them and took them all out in one hit. I love to use it as a finisher, so I'll just go in, go ham on the enemy. Get into his combo, and just boom. So quick and subtle, like really instant death. Alright, so the last 4 are the burst skills. So holding R1 and hitting square will give you this. Now, it is important to note these burst skills can actually brick the game and one-shot bosses. It's kind of a glitch, like the boss will just stand there and he'll just disappear and you'll get the rewards. So just be careful when you're doing the burst skills. Yeah, in my opinion, the burst skills are for finishers. And there's your finisher. Alright, so here's where it gets really interesting. Now, R1 and triangle is this move right here. See, I zip to the closest enemy. So this is the one that can kind of break the game. And as you can see, we just one-shotted that guy, super simple. And again, if you are looking at the enemy, you're just going to pretty much teleport over there. And that one is kind of cheese. It's gonna one-shot probably all small enemies. but it looks pretty damn cool. So this next skill right here is really good for stylish finishers. So it'll look really weird doing it with no enemy, but I'm going to show you how it looks in combat. So R1 and X. She bows, zooms, does this gesture. Then she goes up into the air. Where is she? This shit is so cool. Boom, comes down. And that's that. Hit him with the R1X. And right here, the enemy is frozen, so they can't move while they're getting pummeled. And you saw they froze for like an extra second after you took control, so use that to your advantage. Alright, so the last one is R1 and a circle. And this is like the prettiest one, and it's kind of the safest. It's really safe to do this one. So she pretty much goes into the air, does a 7-hit spinning sliding combo, lands, and then does a double multi-slice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom, boom, boom. And then that one is pretty damaging as well. So boom, get the enemy down and then just finish him off. Oh yeah, one last thing before I forget. The ultimate Scarlett move, I don't have that. I think I need DLC for that. You should be able to use, I don't even know how it's done, but you should be able to use it with this mod. Someone maybe in the comments can tell me if it works or not, because I don't have it. Anyway, I'm going to give you guys a full combat display right now. Don't forget to subscribe if you are a true Stellarblade fan like myself. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.